that's a tremendous looking trophy.
Hello and welcome to Platinum Explosion, number one PlayStation podcast in the Oceanias. My name's John Blight, and joining me, as always, Ashley Hobley.
Hey, John, excited to be here. Talking PlayStation.
Yes.
We've survived the week.
Yes, we have. Have you?
Yeah, I'm here, so.
Oh, good. Yep, cool. Have you played any more of Horizon or no?
Nope.
No. Do you reckon you will, or do you reckon you're just like dived in and you probably won't ever go back to it?
I might go back, you know. I look at the trophies, I'm like, oh, there's like several more story points that I need to hit. I thought I was close to the end of the DLC. Nope.
Is it because you did you start?
Oh, there's a cauldron. Oh, I didn't even see that.
Because I took the last 5 days off or whatever, so like I've literally flown back in. I've sat down. We're recording this now, so I wasn't on okay either. Have you started Jedi
Yes.
yet? Yeah, I guess that's why. Yeah,
That's why.
Yeah. How's that going?
Yeah, pretty good. You know, I don't love the combat, but that's more my skill ability than the actual game, and me not enjoying being slaughtered by a Rancor like 6-7 times in a row.
Why are you trying to fight the Rancor? That's optional. You don't have to fight the Rancor. This is like the Toad thing all over again.
But it was there.
Yeah, but this is what happens to people with the fucking Toad.
But Dylan, you don't understand. The box was behind it.
You know what's going to be in it? Just some shitty hairstyle.
That actually is a major gripe. It's like all the collectibles are kind of cosmetic and stuff, and it doesn't feel like 90% of the collectibles are.
It's mostly stuffs. I appreciate that you can have everyone's cowl can look different.
Be different and stuff, and like your BD can be very different. Although why do you want to change BD up? I don't know.
I don't know.
Your lightsaber can get all different colors, but yeah.
Yeah, getting different lightsaber parts is that I had some fun messing around with that, but I don't really care for the I don't need to turn my cowl into a mullet wearing trench coat dude, you know? Not my style. But also, you don't need to fight the Rancor.
But I did, so it's all good.
This is like when you was like, oh, it's fucking Toad, man, this game's so hard. Just move on. Toad is
the
optional.
box was there.
Toad, I don't know what they
screaming
were
at me.
What was behind the Toad?
A box, probably.
From memory, I don't recall there being anything other than people like enemy that
It may have been like the most direct path back to the ship. I think that's what.
You had to drop down a hole though.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, there was definitely a chest behind it. Yeah.
Okay. Because this is I've seen this already with people being like, oh man, this game's hard or whatever. Like these certain bosses, and every boss that I've seen someone on Twitter complaining about, I'm like, cool, that's an optional boss. It's fine, just move on. Come back later.
I don't know. I don't think you know how games work.
I mean, considering I beat the game, that's fine, you know.
You know, optional bosses are like part of the fun.
Yeah, you come back later though when you like unlocked more skill points and got more health and
just grind. You know, we're in the culture of grinding it out, right? That's why Dark Souls is such a big thing.
I mean, as the one of two of us,
as the one of us who definitely has not played it, I assume that's what the draw is, right?
Yeah, but like if I come across an optional boss in a Souls game I can't fight, I go, you know what? This dude can wait till later.
No. I assume that all Soulsborne players just keep banging their head against the wall until they get past the thing they're fighting.
Yeah, the main bosses.
I didn't know this could have been a massive boss for all I know.
It is. It's a Rancor.
Exactly.
Anyway. How's it? You haven't had it crash or anything on PS5? Because obviously...
No, I've had it running pretty well. The only thing is, there's like this foam stuff that BD like sprays out. And that doesn't look like it's rendered properly.
Oh, yeah, the phone. Yeah, I got know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't think that's displaying in the way it's supposed to be displaying.
I don't remember.
Where it's just like grey squares.
Okay, that's weird. I
think there's a patch due today.
There's a patch that should be out now. I saw this before. I haven't jumped back in since the release, like proper release. So I'm going to be interesting because the other thing I didn't, because obviously I there was some few things I didn't talk about. I don't think on Arca Couch thing, and then I listened to you and Kieran talk about, and obviously there's been the whole drama ever since release, mostly surrounding the PC release, not so much the Xbox and PlayStation, but some bugs on the Xbox and PlayStation, which at least in my experience, I was like, it's a bit buggy, but not to the point that I was going to let it affect my overall score, because I didn't have that bad of experience. I've seen other people like talk about the game even breaking a bunch, like when the reviews went up, people were like, it crashed like 10 times for me on PlayStation. I'm like, didn't have anything like that. No, but, it's like, so that's one of those like your experience is your experience type scenario. But the most interesting thing I've got to do is I've seen one reviewer at least talk about when they booted, like when they patch the game and then their save like corrupted when they
switched
which
over,
was a warning when they switched over to like the retail version or whatever. So see how I go with that. And then also
just
we had to play
or whatever.
The
rip
the
save it onto USB elsewhere.
I backed it up to cloud already. I backed it up to cloud already.
Go back to it, so it doesn't matter.
No, I backed it up to cloud already. So it's fine. I just haven't booted it. And then the other thing is quite interesting is that the in the review period we couldn't play with HDR enabled. So there was like a HDR bug, like where it like causes that ultra, like when HDR is not done properly, where it like causes the like Michael Bay effect sort of thing. Like ultra.
The transforms everywhere.
Yeah, no. Or like J.J. Abrams, like the lights.
A lot of women with scantily clad all over the place.
Yes, what a weird bug that is. All right, PlayStation. Let's talk about it. There's not much to go over this week because A, as I said, I've been away, so I haven't played anything. And then B, I don't think there's that much that's been happening in the world.
Quite weak for PlayStation.
Quite weak. I mean, most of the game use for last week has been like...
Although it's May.
Jedi.
It's the start of May, Dylan, and the rumor is Showcase this month.
Yeah, I did see that, but I'm like, I can't even fucking... I need like a concrete rumor to discuss it.
Concrete facts and announcements.
They're like, rumor.
Which will be here
might
tomorrow.
Happen. I'm like... Look, if I wake up tomorrow and they announce the showcase, that's fine. I'll be back. So I'll be back later in the week. PlayStation Plus Essential Games first. So Press Start has a story up. Most PlayStation Plus Essential Games have been officially revealed. They are Grid Legends, PS5, PS4, Chivalry 2, PS5, PS4, and Descenders, PS5, PS4. What do you think of these three games? Are you going to play any of them?
Probably not. I mean, they look fine. Grid Legends, it's all right, I guess. Interesting casting. They lucked out. They got Shitty Gatler in that game, and he's about to be Ken in Barbie, and about to be Doctor Who and Doctor Who. So
actually, that's a good point.
Lucked out on that in that regard. But of the three, maybe Descenders, because it seems like the most pick up and play kind of. Oh, just
no.
Like
if in a world where like
random.
I can guarantee we have time, the pick is actually you got it wrong. The pick is Chivalry 2 because I think if you played that by yourself, you'd be like, no, this is. No. If we were playing together,
like a dumb stream,
I think you'd find some fun in that.
Okay,
because people take that game ultra serious, but then with the little bit I played, you just wave around your sword and you go wild and I know what I'm doing, but
okay,
sort of dumb fun, so maybe that'd be the pick. But Descenders is also something I've been intrigued in. So, but yeah, I'd go Chivalry or Descenders. Grid Legends, I don't know. It's a racing game, right?
It is a racing game.
Yep, them cars go fast.
They do.
Fast and Furious is out this month, so there. Tied into that.
It's no Gran Turismo.
That's right.
Is what I hear.
That's right. Press Start also has PlayStation Stars lineup for May include PS3 and aim control digital collectibles. So here's my question before I go into this. Have you looked at PlayStation Stars at all? Yeah, full stop sentence. At all. Since we talked about it.
Launched.
Released. Yeah, launch. Yeah.
I think I may have accidentally clicked on it when I was looking for something else in the app. But that's about it. I'm like, I've unlocked all these things. It's crazy. Yeah.
I never go out of my way. Every time I open the PlayStation app to just access the store or something, I click into it and I activate any because you gotta start the whatever their wording for it is. You've got to start the thing to be able to unlock the thing. You know what I mean? The campaign. Start the campaign before you can unlock the thing. So every time I go into it and I just go through the full list and I click like start campaign, start campaign, start campaign. And then every now and then it'll be like, you've unlocked the thing. And I'm like, cool. But I can't say I've gone out of my way to unlock anything though. I am up to level 4 though, thanks to all those shitty platinums and stuff like that. So I'm maxed out now. I also have, how many coins do you have? I see you're presumably looking at your phone.
I have 300 points.
Is that it?
Yep.
See, I've got 11,880, which can actually that can get me, so 7,500 is a $30 voucher. I've nearly got enough for $60. Somehow.
Trying to figure out how we got these 300 points.
I mean, you get them for spending money.
I think I got a gift voucher for my birthday, and I've redeemed that, and then that might be where the points came from. So,
I can tell you where most of mine came from.
Shitty platinums.
Shitty platinums. The purchases of said shitty platinum games all came with about 5 points each. 10 points each.
Yeah, that makes
something
sense.
Like that. So,
actually, you know what it is? Probably when I bought the Horizon DLC. Now that I think about it, that would make more sense.
That would also do it. But if I look through now, campaigns, so so all these ones I usually opt into all the ones for coins, and then most of those a lot of those you'll just randomly unlock. You'll be like, you played a game that was on the thing. I'm like, yep, cool. Don't know how, but that's awesome. The only one that I haven't done yet that I'd like to go on my way to unlock is the Shuhei one. It's got 59 days left. All you got to do is boot up one of multiple games. Now, I haven't gone out of my way to do it yet because Cult of the Lamb's on the list, and I was going to try out that DLC, so I presumed I would just eventually unlock it without even trying. But yeah, I'd love to meet someone who's like, man, like I collect, you know. So, but anyway, Shuhei, for the month of May, you'll be able to participate in a few new different campaigns and unlock some cool digital goodies like a Splash Blue PS3 console, infamous PlayStation VR aim controller, and the Sony TR-1818 portable radio from the 70s. That's a part of a Hit Play 1977 campaign for some reason. Writes Kieran. So your stuff for this month is PlayStation Plus games catalog must play this month, May 1st. So you just have to play one of your PlayStation Plus games. Cool. Veil May 2nd, PS Star campaign, same thing, but you get points for that one. I mean, coins, whatever they're called. Hard Game Club collectible Dead Cells balloon starts May 18th. Get ready to test your skills with the Hard Game Club campaign. Each month we feature the toughest games of PS4 and PS5. This month, starting on May 18th, the feature game is Dead Cells, where you can earn the Hard Game Club May 2023 balloon if you achieve the Blade Master Trophy. To earn the Blade Master Trophy in Dead Cells, you need to beat the Timekeeper. I can't remember. There was one of these previously, these hard ones. I can't remember which one is now, but I opened the thing once and it said I just got it for whatever game it was. One of these months they featured, maybe it was like Bloodborne or like something where they were like, I had the trophy, so it automatically popped something. I was like, all right, cool, whatever.
They should have it so it tells you how you got the collectible. Yeah,
no, it's a bit annoying if it like retroactively if you forgot what you've done.
Like, I got a Secret Agent Clank. I don't know how I got it.
Doesn't it actually tell you if you like click on it?
Nope. No? It tells you the date.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a Secret Agent Clank.
I got some beans in a box.
Yeah. How many do you have?
I have 7.
Yeah. I got 22. This is what I mean. Okay. And I've gone out of my way no times. Other than opting into campaigns. Just opting in. Opening that, saying,
yep, just hit start, yeah.
I'll do that. Sounds good. Hit Play 1997 collectible Sony AM radio. Before the flip phone, there was the flip radio. To earn this digital collectible, launch the 6 games matching songs from 1997 as part of the Hit Play campaign. The hints will be provided once the campaign begins. See, these ones where they're secretive and you got to like follow the hints and stuff, these are the ones where I'm like, these are for the hardcore people to actually care enough to do. Because the other ones you can just fall into earning them. These ones you got to go out of your way. PlayStation and new PS3 for the PlayStation Star members who own the Splash Blue PS3. Play any PS4, PS5 game to unlock this digital collectible. See, ones like this is how I think I've been earning some. Because I just open it, opt in, all you got to do is play a game after opting in, and you unlock it. Done. Any game, you win it. So as long as you're opting in, a lot of these ones each month you'll get. PlayStation and new PSVR aim controller. So I own this thing. What a weapon it was. Shout out to fucking Firewall. To own this, all you gotta do, throwback. New game comes soon, can't wait. All you gotta do is opt in, play a game. So I will get that, and I will get the blue one. And you know what else I'll get? Probably nothing else, but there you go. I'll put that fucking VR thing in my whatever they call it, your station thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Trophy room? No. Whatever.
Cabinet.
Anyway. Cabinet, there you go. I'm just throwing this in there because it's been very amusing to me this morning to read about this. And I just want your thoughts on this quickly, as someone who may or may not care. Well Played writes, Xbox physical copies of AFL 23 have been delayed again. So, original story Zach had here. Physical copies of AFL 23 for Xbox are not launched alongside the PS5 and PS4 release on May 4th. Happy Star Wars Day. After the stock of the game has failed to arrive in time, the release has been pushed back to June. The news was revealed after the retailer reached out to a customer who had pre-ordered the game on Xbox, advising them of the delay. The delay appears to only be for the physical version of the game, so Xbox owners will still be able to purchase the game digitally on May 4th. Asterisk, new information. Unfortunately, this delay is not limited to just physical versions of the game. The digital version of the game also delayed until further notice. No information is being revealed as to why the game won't make it to Xbox digital shelves. So, AFL 23 is coming out this week on PS4, PS5, PC, I think. It's not listed here, but I think it is also on PC. Put an asterisk on that one as well. But weirdly, Xbox not only misses out on the physical copy, but you can not even get it digitally.
Yes.
Now, and there was a gameplay release the other day. There was a whole media event. They had a bunch of like big, I think AFL content creators, which is a thing that obviously a world I'm not steeped or like surrounding myself in. But what do you think of all this? And do you care about this game? Are you like, I know there's a little bit of hype around it for Aussie AFL fans.
I mean, yeah, I'm keen to check it out. I think we've seen some first previews, and I've seen like on YouTube like a bunch of people playing. It's like, hey, I just played my first match. I haven't clicked on any of them to have a look at them. But it looks like, you know, they're obviously gearing up for the game to come out. So, yeah, very weird. I guess, you know, Xbox used up all their spare discs on editions of Redfall and you know, betted on that horse this week. So that's why they got delayed. It's very weird. I can kind of understand their reasoning. Why they delayed the digital if it's not going to be physical. Like the original delay was they couldn't get any physical editions at all. So they delayed the game because obviously they're introducing this pro mode, which is like the ultimate team or whatever, and they want an even footing for everybody, which I guess is nice, but really not many people are going to care. But, you know, people get into games at all sorts of different points, and like, you know, there's not going to be any points for getting to like 1,000 points first or whatever. You know, there's not going to be any. I'm sure there'll be like or getting the. I guess there would be like getting the platinum first. That would be the thing, but yeah, I guess we'll wait and see how heavily this pro mode counts towards that, and like if it really would have made a difference if they had have just released it digitally first. You know.
Have you looked at the gameplay and stuff that came out that week?
No. So I'm going to quickly search some up.
Okay. Because they held a whole. So obviously it's Big Ant Studios. And they held a proper got a bunch of people together. They had saw pictures on Twitter and everything like that. They had content creators and media and all that sort of stuff together in a room to showcase the game. It looked like they were treating it like a big, sort of massive release, but it's just at least as someone who's just sort of on the sideline reading the news and like scrolling through Twitter and stuff. I found it very weird to be like massive event for preview coverage, gameplay release. I think they obviously had some sort of partnership with Press Start to get out like exclusive gameplay or something like that for a period there. Well, they were like the first person I saw post it or whatever, which makes sense. Australian game, big Australian outlet, whatever. And then, but then just like paired with all the news stories of. And the headlines are so confusing that I feel like to average Joe football fan,
there's like, a lot of people going out on Thursday. Being like,
yeah. Like, is this now like EB Games and just ringing everyone, being like, "Hey, your pre-order's delayed. Why? We don't know." Okay, well, I guess I'll get a refund and buy it digitally. Can I have some Xbox Game Pass, like Xbox credit cards? No, I can't buy it digitally either. Why? I don't know. What the fuck? Who do I go to? Like, you can get it PlayStation 5. Like, it's just, very, very, very weird.
Yeah.
So. Do you find any?
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. It's not super impressive. It could just be the camera angle that I'm looking at they're using. But yeah, I mean, it looks similar to the last one.
What was the last one? A couple years ago?
2, a few years ago. I mean, the player models maybe look a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, it might just be the camera setup that,
But like behind that.
Yeah, it's obviously when I played it mostly, I don't know, I feel like I went from behind the kicker,
Yeah.
Whereas this is like side on, so
yeah.
I know it'll be interesting to see like reviews and the stuff that'll come out next week. So
yeah. Weird story though. Very weird story.
Very weird story. But, PlayStation has all those discs available, mostly.
Yeah, apparently they do. Is it weird that by the way, I don't know, is this just a sports game thing? I never realized, but like, you know how they rate all the players with numbers? Is that just a thing all sports games do?
That's all sports games.
Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway.
Just a stats thing,
Yeah, stats thing. I was like, am I missing something? But anyway. Let's get into some PlayStation Productions news. So firstly, the first teaser trailer, and by teaser I mean actually legit, it's a fucking teaser.
Just tease.
For Twisted Metal has released. It was 51 seconds. Fucking there you go. And I mean, let's actually take out the start here. No, it's probably more like 40 seconds because the first 6 seconds is like, hey, the trailer starts now for a teaser trailer. Anyway, kicks off and shows Anthony Mackie like sort of getting into his car, booting it up, putting some music on, taking off, like shooting. You sort of get to see the post-apocalyptic style, like with stuff happening often. You can see like he's shooting someone, then when he drives down the highway there's like on fire on the side and stuff like that. And then of course right at the end of the trailer you get to see Samoa Joe for a hot 2 seconds as
no,
Toothless. Well, he's voicing
Sweet Tooth. It's not actually Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but
it's a Pedro Pascal situation.
Yeah. David Prowse. He was a guy in the Vader suit.
Well, I mean, so in this scenario, Samoa Joe is, I guess, James Earl Jones or Pedro Pascal. So
yeah. But everyone's going to be saying Samoa Joe. No one's going to be saying that.
Absolutely.
It's what's
the stunt person.
So. Yeah. No one's going to remember the stunt person. I'm sorry.
And it could have easily been Samoa Joe from looking at it.
Yeah, I know the dude.
It's just a big dude.
Like yeah, so I was like, why couldn't he have done it anyway? Maybe because they wanted someone who could just do the stunts for something they were doing. I don't know, but I mean, he's a wrestler; he can do stunts, wrestling stunts. Right?
I don't know. I feel like the liability is a bit different.
Probably, yeah. What did you make of this teaser trailer? What vibes and stuff do you get from it?
It's fine, going for like a playful tone. It does it, yeah. Even the logo doesn't feel 100% like Twisted Metal. Although having not played a lot of Twisted Metal, like being a diehard fan or anything, it's very much. I don't know. I just got the colorful impression, which I don't really get from Twisted Metal.
Yeah,
but yeah, it'll be interesting, and at least we got like dates confirmed and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, July 27th.
Yeah.
Peacock. So that's
really just feels like an Anthony Mackie vehicle more than anything else.
Yeah. That's weird.
Just Anthony Mackie being Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's a teaser trailer, so it's hard to tell too much from it. Definitely need to see a full trailer. I don't mind the silly vibes or the have fun vibes, but I'm like, I don't know. I need to see it in full context and everything like that, and just like how they're going to come across. Because even if they want to go full fun vibes with Anthony Mackie and stuff, I kind of want some hardcore actual violence, not just silly shenanigans.
He's got a bunch of guns, so
yeah,
I'm sure there will be some vehicular combat.
Yeah, so need to see Sweet Tooth in action and what's going to happen there. Need to see what's her face from Brooklyn Nine-Nine's in it.
Stephanie
character. I think she's like Anthony Mackie's like along for the ride with him. I think she's like the other main good character or whatever. I can't remember. They put up character descriptions at one point. I think she's like an assassin or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, keen for more. July 27th, so I presume we'll get a full trailer, I would say, before the end of the month. Like, put out teaser trailer now, then put out like a trailer by the end of the month sort of thing to spread out the go on that one. So
also all dropping at once.
All dropping at once, and half-hour episodes, I believe, right?
I think so.
I think that's the thing. So, and this is a Stan thing? No?
Yes.
Peacock, right?
Let me search our email list.
Actually, it might be Bing.
Yeah, it's Stan.
Is it?
It's Stan.
Okay, it gets confusing, honestly, because some Peacock shows end up on other things. But yeah, I remember seeing the email from Stan. So, right, cool. And then the other thing
also starring Thomas Hayden Church, Will Arnett, and Nev Campbell.
Yeah, it has a cast.
Yeah,
just want to see how it comes out. Comes out of the wash, shouldn't know. And then the other thing that's happened is this week, Push Square writes, good news, racing fans. If positive first impressions are anything to go by, it looks like the Gran Turismo movie adaptation could actually end up being okay. The tale of a GT player who grew up to be a professional racer is the one that has its roots in reality, and the film itself sounds generally compelling. Impressions of the trailer shown off at CinemaCon were positive, and stars David Arbor and Landra Bloom put in an appearance. As never happens in the buttoned-up world of video game journalism, some early impressions from the press in attendance were posted early. So you got tweets here from people saying Gran Turismo actually looked really good. I dug Gran Turismo trailer like a cross-between a racing movie and a real steel or something like that. First trailer of Gran Turismo looks really good. It's based on true crime about blah, 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 blah. They put out a little teaser thing as of recording. I bet you the full trailer drops right as we press stop play or something like that. I don't know, because the tweet was posted
coming tomorrow.
18 hours ago, coming tomorrow, so it'll just randomly drop. But I gotta be honest, I'm definitely way more keen for this than the Twisted Metal thing. I'm like, based on what we've seen from this, which isn't much, but I think instead of like making a fake story, I think taking this true story, which is really interesting, the fact that someone can go from playing a sim racer to a proper like normal racer, and I love the use of the camera angles and stuff that we saw in that behind the scenes feature of them making it look like the third person view of the actual game, and like bringing that to life and all that sort of stuff. The music, like the Gran Turismo music that's in it, like I'm definitely not hardcore Gran Turismo fan, but I have nostalgia for this franchise, just mostly from when I was a kid, and obviously I've played the most recent ones and stuff like that, so I'm keen. Are you keen to watch the trailer since we click stop recording?
Yeah, as soon as we hit stop recording, I'm keen for it to drop.
Probably won't, because that's when it's going to fucking drop. I tell you right now. Yeah. All right, we'll talk about that next week, though. The full trailer, of course, but lots happening as always in the world of PlayStation productions. Here's my quick question before we end the show. It just randomly popped into my head. Do you think if we do get like a massive PlayStation event that they bring in some PlayStation Productions news in that show, since it's become such like a major?
Oh yeah, they'll come in and they'll say we're redoing The Last of Us with Petra Pascal and Bella Ramsey models.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And we'll release it on PC again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. All right, let us know any comments, questions, concerns you've had for the show, be by tweeting at us or joining us on Discord. ExplosionNetwork.com/Twitter takes you to our Twitter page. ExplosionNetwork.com/Discord takes you to our Discord. And if you like this episode and thought it was worth $1 and you want to support us or ExplosionNetwork.com, you can do that by heading over to ExplosionNetwork.com/support, which takes you to our Ko-fi page. And until next week, remember, every trophy counts.